not panic, they did not lose their composure. There was a point there where we had gone up, I believe, 13, had a scoring run of 15 in the third quarter, thought we had an opportunity to turn it around, and our first half was sluggish and slow. And then, I'd just be remiss if I didn't talk about the 8 missed free throws in overtime. As a coach, you always go back and you watch these games. What could we have done differently? What could we have done better? And I guarantee you that's what I'll spend my evening doing.
Speaking of the second half, Coach, obviously Kalia had 21 of her 23 in the second half. Was there something Miami was doing to allow her to get going there and have that kind of performance?
I don't think so. The hard part about having so many young players play key roles is I don't have enough data to answer any whys. We know the importance of getting off to a good start. Sometimes it takes a minute to settle in. I don't know what Kalia, Kylie, Callie, and Joya, I don't know how they play at 11:30 in the morning. It was my first time coaching them. It's just really unfortunate. I don't think Miami did anything first or second half. Kalia is a really good player, and we just need her to be aggressive from the beginning.
On a positive note, has been a rough start to the season in some of these games. How encouraging is it to see your young players play so well?
It is encouraging, and ultimately, it's always going to be my responsibility. My responsibility to figure out how to coach them, to work on the right stuff in practice so we can be prepared. I just honestly don't know how many reps you can get in that'll be enough when you have a freshman point guard and the second freshman starting at the 4. And this is Joya's first game back. She's missed 7 games. And I think that we'll continue to get better. But these are tough ones. These are hard pills to swallow. But I am encouraged because they try hard. They're good kids. We have to play better down the stretch.
Given that this is a rivalry game, how much of a motivating factor is it for the next one?
Yeah, I would say that if we had played well today, then it would be more of a motivating factor. I'm so concerned and consumed with Cincinnati basketball at the moment that I don't have time to worry about Xavier or whoever we play afterwards. We know that it's a big-time game. I love this game. I think it's great for basketball, women's basketball, and basketball in the city. I love the crosstown shootout. Everybody wants the trophy. Everybody wants to hold it year to year. To me, as important as those things are, it is more important that we are playing better basketball over the next couple of days to prepare.
Coach, obviously speaking of Kalia, she gets mentioned in the conversation of 90 points, 40 assists with Caitlin Clark. A lot of great conversation there. Just talk about her growth. You called her the point guard of the future. How have you seen her game kind of take that leap from the last maybe 2 or 3 months per se?
Yeah, I think she's just going more and more confident. And there's just some things that can only happen with minutes and games. And I think the best part about being a part of our program right now is that there's opportunity. And when you have a player like Kalia, that is opportunity meets preparation, and that's where you get her performance. The kid doesn't have to get ready because she stays ready. She's tough, she's aggressive, she watches a ton of film. She's just a consummate point guard, and we're very happy to have her. But what I know for sure is that she's in that locker room a mess, because when she plays well and we lose, she's never happy.
At what stage do you start to feel like you get a better idea for who this team is because of the youth? Like, what is there in your mind a timeline that by the first of the year, by conference play, or is it all just trial by fire right now?
I think it's trial by fire because they're in and out. Callie Berry came back after playing on a partially torn meniscus, and now she's healed up and ready to go, but does she feel great? Absolutely not. Again, got Joya back after missing 7 games. I think that the answer is in when we have our team back consistently, and our medical team is working so incredibly hard to make that happen. Days and nights, you name it, extra stuff, getting up in the morning, meeting these kids, doing everything they can. We are having a stroke of poor luck with the injury situation. But it still doesn't matter. To me, there's just no excuse. And I will be better and they need to be better, and that's what we'll spend tonight talking about.
How hard is it to kind of explain how you can't really ride the roller coaster of a season and you have to be steady, especially to so many young players?
Yeah, it's tough, but I think they get it. But there's a part where you talk, and there's a part where you have to apply. And I think that that's what you all are seeing in real time is a team that has moments like you saw in the third quarter, but consistently are we able to apply the idea that we have to work hard every single possession, box out every single possession, that we have to value the basketball. We take stats on the bench, and my coaches tell me that we were averaging 2 passes on offense. Well, that's not what we practice, and that's not what I want them to do. But what you have are really talented players that see an opportunity to call their own number, and they do. And a lot of the time, y'all, it works out. And then there's times like today where it doesn't work out as many times as it needs to, and then we're on the other end when the buzzer goes off.
Silver linings don't help you much today, but the fact that some of these girls are getting more minutes than maybe they would have without the injuries, is that anything to be optimistic about?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that what this team understands is we've told them this is how it was going to be. The schedule that we have played, the champions that we have played from different conferences, it was put together to challenge us, but not with the people that we have playing right now. This schedule was put together for a different team, and we have had to pivot, and I'm super proud of the kids that are available to play because they're doing everything they can to try to win these games. That's why they're so close. If not, we would be getting blown out every single game because they would give up and they would not try. And that's not what's happening. So yes, I think it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off that they're getting these really hard lessons. Everybody wants to learn from a win. Wes and I were talking about that the other day. Of course we do. Like, nobody comes out here and says, "Oh, let's go out here and lose these games so we can teach a lesson." We want to teach those lessons from film and wins. But sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce your way enough, and we again go back to the drawing board and try to figure it out.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.